Alright, I'm going to be ranking every national flag in the world, well, on this random tier list maker I found. And I mean, it says there's only 182, but you know, there's like only 193 countries in the world or something like that. Like, it doesn't matter, you know, it's basically all of them. I'm just going to be ranking them in personal taste. There's nothing objective about this. So yeah, no political contest or anything, just based on what I like about the flag. So let's begin. So first off, we have Andorra. I'm pretty sure it is Andorra's flag. I do kind of like it because it's not really a normal color scheme. I think it's only blue, yellow, and kind of a different red here. You see contrast here. So, and I do like the picture in the middle there. Probably like a dynasty or something. I'm gonna give that you know, it's probably like a low A. I actually really like that. That's a good flag right there. Now this next one, I don't know. I know it's a country in. Wait, actually, I probably shouldn't say that. I think it's a country in Africa. Perhaps one of the Sudans, but I really don't remember actually. So. It's kind of basic as well. I mean, I do appreciate that they're using green, white, and black. That's not a very usual color scheme, I think. But you know, it's fine. It's kind of basic. Like, I would put in a C tier, I would say. Next one, I'm really blanking on the names here, but I know this is also, I think, a country in Africa. But I do like this a lot more because it has like a symbol here. I can't really see exactly what it is, but I do like it. I think I'll put it in the middle because it still has that kind of basic, you know, stripes. But of course, perhaps that's what you should expect of a national flag. But I like when it does a little bit different things. And I think, for example, here I do like the picture in the middle a little bit better, and there's actually color to it instead of just white. So yeah. And this one, I'm not exactly sure of the country. I think it's an island state, like Solomon Islands or something like that. And this one is interesting, right? Because it's actually doing something different here. We got like a sunrise here, or sunset. I can't be sure. Water and like the beach, I guess. I'm guessing here. I actually like this. This is pretty good. What keeps it a little bit down for me is I don't really like the red there. I don't think it fits very well with the rest of it. Is it better than Andorra's flag though? I would say no. I just straight up like the blue here, but like better than that blue. It's a very subjective thing, but yeah. So I would say Andorra slightly edges it out, right? And this next one here, I think is Albania's national flag. I kind of like it. I mean, it's only two colors, right? Only dark red and black. But, you know, there's an animal there. I can appreciate that. I would say... I mean, yeah, so... I do like that there are animals here, so I think it's more creative than this one, perhaps. But I'm not sure if it looks very good to the eye. Yeah, well, actually... I like it, but I don't like it as much as this flag. I don't... Yeah, I think that's good. Kind of the middle of the tree, I would say. And this next one here coming up is... I think it's Armenia's national flag? Don't quote me on that, but I think so. So... I appreciate that it does have a different color scheme than normal. As said, this is very similar to that blue, and I actually really like that blue. And this gold kind of color is really cool, actually. And it moves away from, you know, the typical three stripes national, you know, colors. So I do like it, actually. But just in terms of creativeness, I do like when countries actually put some sort of symbol or some sort of... you know, something interesting to make you actually want to look at the flag, and it doesn't really do that, so I think I'll have to almost put it below Albania's flag. But it's like the best of the more generic flags, I would say. And this next one here, like I'm not sure, but I think it might be the Democratic Republic of Congo flag. I think so. And it's kind of like, it's kind of the bootleg Soviet symbol here, or communist symbol. It's like switched out with the. Yeah, that actually looks really interesting. Like a machete and like a wheel here. I don't know. It actually looks kind of cool. It's kind of lame that the background is just, you know, red and black in that way, and it doesn't really. I don't think it fits very well. But at least, I mean, if it was all red, then it would be just straight up a copy of the Soviet Union. So that's probably why. But I still actually like it. I think the switch up with a machete actually makes me appreciate it more. I don't know if I don't know. I think it's definitely at least a B. Yeah, but it's kind of a copy, right? It's not that creative, right? And it doesn't look. It looks fine, right? It's in the middle. I would say below Albania. So yeah, I'd say that. Then we have Argentina next up. So it's actually a pretty basic flag, right? It's just light blue and white in the middle here. But it does have that symbol. I'm not exactly sure if that's supposed to be a sun or something else that I just don't know. But it looks fine, actually. I think it's one of the better of the more basic ones. Because I don't know, it just looks nice. What can I say? I mean, the light blue and the white I actually think matches well with the symbol in the middle there. I actually like this one better than. It's pretty simplistic, but I actually like it better than this one at least. This is kind of difficult actually. I actually think it's better than Albania's. I don't know, I really like that color scheme. And looking back here, actually I don't think this one is as good as. I think this is more of a deserved ranking here. Yeah, that looks good to me. Yeah, so next up we have Austria, right? So yeah, this one is pretty basic. There's nothing really special here. We only have 2 red stripes and a white in the middle, slightly bigger. Nothing creative, nothing very interesting about it, but it doesn't look ugly, right? It's not ugly at all. Like it's either a C or a D, man. I don't know. I think it could fit in both. I mean, it does look okay. Trying to think, is it worthy? Actually, I think I might just put this one. You know, no, it's fine. It's C. It's a low C. It's fine. Yeah, there are some worse ones, and at least it looks fine, right? It's not ugly at all. So yeah, next one we got Australia or New Zealand. I don't remember the difference. I know there's a different amount of stars or something like that, but you know, I have no idea. But like, I actually kind of like how it looks, but the problem is more of they just copied the Union Jack, right? And it's because they were a colony, I know, but it's still pretty. It's not creative at all, right? But I still like the stars. Actually, it looks good to me in that sense. So if it didn't, like if the Union Jack didn't exist, you know, the Britain's national flag, then I would probably put it like high up here. But just because it's, when you take away the Union Jack, which is not their flag, then it's kind of lame, you know. It's still kind of cool. I actually do like the stars, but you know, could be a lot better. Let's put it like that. They probably should have made something more interesting or unique, put in like another symbol, change it up. Now they're not a British colony anymore, but you know, it's not up to me to decide. So, you know, I'll put it It does look nice to me though. I will say that. I do like the blue, and the Union Jack isn't a bad flag, so it actually adds to the flag even if it's kind of a copy. I'll put it here, I think. I think that's a good fit. And there's a lot of B tier's flag right now, but I mean, it is what it is, right? Yeah. Alright. Next up, we got... Okay, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm just gonna guess here. This is either, I think, Uzbekistan? Or like... Uzbekistan or... Yeah, I'm just gonna guess that. I think it's Uzbekistan. But I don't know. Could definitely be any of the other Stan countries, you know. I'm pretty sure it's one of those at least. It looks fine. I actually do like the green here. It's pretty different from the usual green. And by the way, green is my favorite color actually. So, you know, I mean, that's a bonus. I mean, the Islamic look kind of half moon, and the star isn't really that creative because it's a very usual religious symbol, right? You see it a lot, which is, so it's not very creative, but it looks fine. It looks alright. And they did put the star there. It's either it isn't really better. It's still, I think the colors aren't as intense maybe as Armenia's, which is kind of why I like Armenia's even more. So I would actually put this, I think it's another B tier flag, to be honest. Looking back at this, I think actually I should move these ones up, and I think actually that looks a lot better, because these two were definitely the better ones of the B, so I actually think that fits better. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead with that. Bosnia and Herzegovina, I think is the name, I'm sorry. It's at least Bosnia, right? I actually like this one. It's blue, which I like blue as well, right? And it has a lot of stars, which is kind of cool. And I like that it doesn't follow any like normal kind of... It doesn't follow the normal, would I say cliches? Like there's no stripes or anything like that that's very usual for flags. So it's kind of creative in that way. And it looks pretty good actually. I actually think this one is better than Albania's flag. This is actually really good when I look at it like this. I think I'll have to put it here, perhaps. I do actually like this. This is an A tier flag for me. Okay, the next one here, I have no idea what country. I'm sorry, I can't even really remember seeing this flag ever. I think I might have seen it before, but that's... Yeah, I don't know what country, but it doesn't... I mean, it looks alright, but I'm trying to think here what is putting me off about this. Like, there's something here that I don't really like. I think it's something about the yellow here. It's kind of trying to do the gold thing like Armenia, but it just doesn't have the same strong color. And the symbol kind of ruins it. And the symbol doesn't really look that cool either. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'll put it at a high C. I think it's fine, right? I do like it. Okay. The next one here I think is Bangladesh. I'm not exactly sure here, but I'm pretty sure it's Bangladesh, right? And let me just tell you, this is a bad flag. This is an unoriginal, bland flag, dude. And I would imagine terrible for people with red-green color blindness, because they would just see a mush, right? They would just see a blank flag. But yeah, this is kind of lame. It's kind of the same problem I have. We're probably going to see that later with the Japan flag. It's just a red circle on a background. At least this one does have green there, but it's not even like a nice shade of green. At least it doesn't work with the red, at least for me. So it's kind of lame. It's really bland, and it just doesn't look good to me. It's what it comes down to, right? I think if they switched out like the red color with something more like, I don't know, yellow, blue, or kind of maybe switched it up and had a symbol in there as well. I don't know. It just doesn't look very good. Yeah, so the next flag here is Belgium, and immediately looking on it, it kind of looks like, not gonna lie, like a worse version of Andorra's flag with no symbol. I mean, of course, it has a different red and it's black instead of blue, but you know, it looks alright actually. I would say when it comes to bland colored flags, it actually does look alright. I don't think the red fits very well necessarily. It doesn't deserve to be a B, man. It's like the best C, I would say. Oh, that looks really... yeah. All right. Whatever. Let's just move on. I think it's a high C. It's all right. There's nothing wrong with it, right? It's pretty uncreative. I don't think that's a word. It's not very creative, and I've seen better. I've seen a lot better, dude. This one next, I don't know what country this is either. I'm just gonna guess it's I'm going to guess it's like an island state. I'm not sure, but I would guess. Yeah, so it's basically like the Belarusian flag. Yeah, you can see it here. Well, it's not really, but it's kind of the Belarusian flag with a star in the middle, right? And I've never really liked that flag either. So, I mean, the star is alright. It does make it a little bit better. If the star wasn't there, it's an instant D, right? Even with the star, it's really bland, dude. I mean, it does look all... It doesn't look ugly, right? It doesn't look ugly. I don't think it deserves to be higher than Austria, actually. Even if Austria is so bland, this one just doesn't fit with me at all. Red and green together just doesn't really work for me in this way. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Okay, this is... Wait, actually, I'm not exactly sure. It's either Bulgaria's flag or Hungary's flag, and I don't remember the difference right now. Yeah, doesn't really matter though. We'll get to the other one at some point as well. It looks alright, right? I think it's fine. It's a very bland flag. There's not really a lot to say. Actually, it's better than the Austria flag. It has 3 colors instead, and I do like the shade of green. Actually, I would actually put it like that, I think. Yeah, it's alright. It's fine. But I've seen a lot better, right? There's been a lot of kind of lame flags we've gone through in the last second here. And another one coming up, Qatar. Okay, actually, I'm pretty sure this is Qatar's flag. And brah, that just... I mean, at least they did put like some sort of pattern here. If that was just a line like any other flag, then I would just instantly D. But that pattern of, I don't know, like red grass looks better. At least it switches it up somewhat. Actually, I think that pattern is actually pretty unique. It does look fine. I'll put it in here for now. I think it's fine. Nothing special. Kind of lame, but you know, it looks alright. It's not ugly again. Oh, and now we're actually getting to a pretty good flag. It's been a while. I'm not sure what country this is. I'm sorry again, but yeah, I have no idea. But the flag is really good. I do like the 3-star. There's a lot happening here. It's like a Scotland flag, but they did more varied with the colors, right? There's not just blue everywhere, it's red and green. And I did say I didn't like red and green, but this is like this light green actually works better, and it's separated by these white lines, so I actually like it better just because of that. This actually looks really good. This is interesting. This is creative, and I always like those kind of cross flags, and especially when they do it like diagonally. Like I've always liked Scotland's flag, right? So naturally I'm gonna like this one, and I don't know, it looks really good. I think this might be the first S actually. This is really good. It might be in a high A, but actually I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt and I'll put it in S. It's kind of a low S, right? But it's still a S. That's a good flag, dude. Yeah. Okay, so this next one here, I actually did just realize that the flags are kind of zoomed in on these pictures, so at least some of them. So it isn't actually representative of exactly how they look. For example, this one, I think we're kind of missing, or are we? Maybe not, actually. Yeah, whatever. Based on what I can see here, I don't know what country it is. Again, I think it's like a South American country, but I'm not exactly sure. It's fine, you know. At least they didn't do like the most generic kind of stripe thing. They did switch it up a little bit with like one big kind of green here, and yeah, it looks fine actually. But very bland still. There's nothing interesting. There's nothing about this flag that makes you think like something special, right? So it's not better than that, dude. It's pretty lame. Actually, when looking back on this one deserves better. This is actually, even if this is slightly more creative, it just doesn't look good. I don't know what to say. The Austria flag actually does look better. I don't know. It's not even like the worst flag or anything, but it just doesn't really look nice. It's almost like a D, just because it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. Yeah, I might just move that one down. I mean, definitely not as bad as the Bangladesh flag, but it's pretty bad. Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, this next one, dude. This is cool. I mean, I actually wish I could see like a zoomed version of this. I'll have to look up that later. Because this is cool. This is really cool. Diagonal stripes here, white and black. I've always liked white and black together, with a yellow background, which I actually also like. Yellow looks really good in this situation here, with a very interesting symbol here. That's why I kind of wished for a bigger picture, because I can't really see here. But based on what I can see, these are some hands, a statue going on. I really like this. This is a good flag, dude. This is a very good flag. I would put this at like, it's definitely at least an A, right? I actually think it's better than that one. It's like on level with Andorra's flag. I really like this. Like, it's really good. I can't even really explain exactly why it's good, but well, yeah, it's creative and it just looks different from many other flags, which actually really pushes it up right on my list as well. When it comes to this part here, I actually want to reconsider here, because the Andorra flag is actually, I know I'm contradicting myself here, but I don't think this one is actually as good as I initially gave it credit for. I think this, I might even just put all these three up on S instead, but I kind of want to give the S to very special. Those I think is genuinely amazing, right? So I'm just going to put all these three in this line. This one is really good, but I think these are even better when looking back on it. So I'll do this, and still no S tier flag. Now this next one here, I mean, it's like a slightly better version of this one in the D. I think it's a South American flag. Like, they tend to have this kind of color scheme. It's fine. Like, I mean, it's like a slightly better, right? I think it's a low C, man. Yeah, that's really what it is. There's not really a lot to say here. I don't really like yeah, the red is kind of, I just don't like that shade of red, right? That kind of dark red just doesn't work here. Yeah. All right. Next up, we have Brazil. Okay, this is a special one, boys. I really like Brazil's flag. It has this green in the background, a very nice shade of green. As I already said, green is my favorite color. And yellow is, I also like this blue, like, I've never actually known what it is, but it's like a blue kind of globe with some text over it. It looks really good, man. I can't even explain exactly why. It just looks good. There's also some detail. There's some white like points in there. I don't know. It looks fine. I really like the Brazilian flag, but when it comes to drawbacks, it kind of, I don't like how the yellow feels a little bit like sharp, if that makes sense. There's very defined lines on the yellow, which is to be expected from a national flag, but I think actually it would look better if it was either like a circle or more like an egg form. But it still looks really good, right? It's very high up here. It might even be an S actually. I think I'll put it around here. It's not as unique as like this flag, for example, but it looks better. I can't even explain exactly why, but it looks really good. And Andorra's flag is still top in the list. I mean, it's impressive. It's a good flag. What can I say? This next one here. I've seen this flag before, but I don't remember the name of it like at all. So I can't comment on that. But you know, it looks fine. I like this. It's a pretty normal flag. You know, kind of. It's kind of a normal setup for a flag. This kind of 3 stripes and this triangle at the end here. But it has a pretty unique color scheme. I like the light blue with black and yellow. It looks alright, you know. I think, but it's still not like, it's not very good, right? I'd put it like around here, probably there. I think it looks good. Yeah, it's okay, but it's not very creative, and there's just a lot better flags out there, I believe. Yeah, it's what it comes down to. I just don't really like it that much, right? Alright, next up, we got a special one, boys. We are talking about the dragon. I actually don't remember what country this is, which I really should. I'm trying to remember here. I think it's somewhere close to China, I would guess. Just because of, you know, that style of dragon, some autonomous region in China or a country close to China. I'm very sorry, I don't remember, but it looks really good. The only problem with this really is that it's white, right? It's kind of lame that it's only a white color. I would like some different colors here, but it's still a really good flag, dude. It's a very detailed dragon as well. I really liked how detailed the dragon is. If you bring that up on a high-res monitor, right, it's detailed, right? And we all love detail. I'm trying to think here. I think actually it might be that good. It might be that good. Still no S tier flag. I'm holding up on that one because those are reserved for the very special flags, I feel. And I'm sorry for moving again, but I'm moving down Albania, Argentina, and Bosnia, right? They're good, right? They're high B tier, but they're not A tier. A tier should be more creative and look better. That's my opinion. So yeah, I think this is better. This is the actual A tier. Right. All right, moving on. I've seen these flags before as well. I just can't remember the country. It really annoys me. I think this is a South American country as well. It looks cool, right? It's fine. I do like that it switches it up with some white in between there instead of just having, you know, a pure black and just have two colors. The white actually contrasts a little bit there. Well, yeah, it kind of contrasts. So it looks fine, but it's still it's not even B tier for me personally because it just doesn't do anything extra special or something that makes me think, oh, this is a good looking flag, right? Yeah, I'll put it down here. It's like, you know, I've seen a lot worse and I've seen a lot better. Yeah. Belarusian flag. Now, this one isn't showing the entire thing, but there's kind of like a cool white part here on this flag. I know that because I've seen the flag a lot of times. So I would put, yeah, I'm trying to think here. Because it looks very lame right now, right? There's only two colors here. And the white doesn't make up for it, but it does make it look a little better. So I think it's a low B. It's probably actually a little bit better than these two, I would say. I'll put it there because it's kind of interesting just how it's set up, and I like that it's not like the green and the red isn't split on the middle, which is kind of a nice switch up after watching a lot of those kind of flags. So you know what? I'll give it that. But it's pretty in the middle, right? It's nothing very special. Yeah, let's move on. So this next one here is also another flag I've seen a lot of times, but I just can't remember exactly what country it is. I'm pretty sure it's Asia. I'm trying to look at the picture here right now, and I don't know. I think I'm pretty sure it's Southeastern Asia, right? Indochina, somewhere around there, but I'm not exactly sure. Doesn't really matter though. So here also, some of the flag is cut out. I know there's some more red on the top and the bottom. I've definitely seen the flag a lot of times. So it does make it look better than what it looks like right here. And I also do like, I do appreciate the symbol there. It makes it better. I can't exactly see what there's on it, but it still looks good, right? There's nothing bad about this, right? So it actually looks pretty good to my eyes. I'll put it right below. Let me think here. Actually, no. It's probably the highest B tier right now. It looks like a good flag, but it's not like that. It's not cool enough or interesting enough, I guess, to make me put it to that A level. But it's a good flag, right? It's a solid flag. And also, I kind of want to move Australia up, even if it is kind of lame that it's the Union Jack here. It does look better than this one, the color scheme and such. So yeah, I'll put it up there. All right, the next one coming up is Canada. Now Canada actually looks pretty good. I actually really like how they do this. It's kind of a 90 degrees Austrian flag with bigger whites, and they smashed in a leaf there. And the leaf makes such a difference, dude. The leaf makes it look that much better. The leaf is very it's not just a leaf, but it's like simplistic enough to where you can probably draw it in school, but it still has that detail, and I like autumn. I like that season. So these flags remind me of that. The only thing I don't really like is that it only utilizes two colors, and you know, it's kind of lame that it only has two colors, but the leaf is so good, man. Is it really an A? I'm trying to think here. Yeah, I think it's actually an A. It's not creative enough to actually be an A, but it just looks good. What can I say, dude? Yeah, I like it. It's a low A, almost B, right? But it looks good. Okay, next one up is this one. I think it's a country. Is it Botswana? It's definitely an African country, I'm pretty sure. I think it's Botswana or Zimbabwe. I don't remember. Yeah. I actually don't really know, but it's one of those or somewhere around there, right? And it looks good. It looks alright. I do like that I do like the diagonal lines. And I do like that it has 4 colors. The blue looks alright. I do like that they put a star here. It would be kind of lame if that was the entire thing. So, you know, I'll actually put this up here. At least. I think it's slightly better than the Belarusian flag. It's fine. I'm trying to... There we go. Yeah. It looks fine. I do like it. Could be better, though. Yeah. That's what I'll say about that. And here, this is interesting. I'm not sure if I've even seen this flag before actually, but this is interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of colors, and I really like that they put actually the red line here to kind of switch up the normal just straight lines. It makes it actually look kind of cool, and the star is an interesting addition. I have nothing really to complain about necessarily. I do like the colors. I probably would have liked it if it wasn't red. It could be a better color, but I still appreciate that it's there, right? If there was nothing there, that would be worse. It's a solid B, man. It's pretty creative, and it looks good. Just a pure creativeness, I'll put it above Australia's flag, but it's good, man. But I just like Albania's flag, right? That's why I wouldn't put it over there. Albania has a very I just like this, right? So I can't put it over that just because of my personal enjoyment of the flag, but it's still good, right? I really like the flag. I need to find out what country that is. Alright, the next one is another country, believe it or not. But this one is pretty lame. This is pretty bad. I would say it's like slightly better than... It's the same flag as this one. It's literally the same flag, but it's diagonal, and the colors are a little bit different, right? Yeah, it's nothing special at all. I'll put it right besides this one. Even if it is diagonal, in this case it just doesn't work. I don't like that type of color scheme. Yeah, it doesn't deserve anything more than that. I think that's pretty good. Next up we have Switzerland. Now, when we're talking basic, this is pretty high up there, dude. This is pretty lame. It's just a cross inside a red background. And yeah, it's not very good at all. It's so uncreative. It's just a plus symbol, right? It's not D because it doesn't look ugly, but it's not very good. It's just better than these because I don't like the color scheme, probably. Yeah. Yeah, it's not better than Austria's flag, but something along those lines, I would say it would suit it pretty well. Next up, we got Ireland, which is an interesting one because Ireland actually it has a very normal, kind of style. It's basically like the Belgian flag, but I just like the colors a lot more here. I really like orange and that shade of green and the white in the middle. It looks really good. The Republic of Ireland has a really good flag when it comes to the more basic ones. I actually think it's A. It just looks good. It's so simplistic, but the colors are it just works for me. What can I say? I've said what can I say so many times, but yeah. It's just because I don't know what to say. Yeah, it's good. I really like it. Actually, yeah. Yeah, it's there. It's slightly better than the Leaf, actually. It's even better than the Leaf. I think it deserves an A tier. It's a good goddamn flag, dude. Moving on here, we got, I think it's Chile. I think it's their flag. And here we have, I mean, it's kind of basic, right? There's normal red kind of color in the at the bottom here, and the white. I mean, I do like that they didn't make it like a star to make it a little bit more unique, and it really does actually help it. The blue definitely adds to this flag, so I do appreciate that. But it's nothing interesting about this flag. There's nothing interesting about it. I would put it like here. Well, not even there. Somewhere along those lines, I feel like is more appropriate. It's fine, right? I've seen worse, but you know, you can do a whole lot better than that. These colors are kind of mixing each other up. I kind of wish there was a border in between here, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, right. So next one up here, we got this flag. I don't know what country this is, but it doesn't matter as well. This shade of green, as I've already said, just doesn't work with the red, and it's a basic star with the other ones. The yellow does add a little bit, but nothing special. It's definitely better than some of these flags, but I don't think it's better than Austria. Austria is like kind of a barrier for, yeah, alright enough flags, right? Below that is kind of lame, or pretty lame, like more lame, if that makes... I'm not even explaining what I'm meaning. Below Austria are countries that I think, not countries, but flags, national flags that I think are downright kind of ugly, you know? But they're not just straight up bad or directly ugly, they're just bland, and I just don't really want to look at them, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm putting them here. All right, next one up is China. Okay, so China it's a very basic flag in the sense that it's just a red background with yellow stars, right? But it actually does look pretty good. Not even gonna lie. It's actually pretty good. I do like how it looks. And I think it comes down to that I just like the stars, like the kind of formation that is going on, and the yellow. I can't give it higher than C because it's so basic and kind of unoriginal. It looks a lot like the Soviet Union flag, and not a lot is happening here, but it looks good. I like to look at this flag. Like, I actually like Australia's better, but because, like, a lot better actually, but because of the uncreativity, especially with a stolen flag, like directly stolen, I need to put like they're kind of the same level. But the Australian flag does look... they're kind of the same level is what I'm trying to say, right? And they kind of look a little bit similar in that they have a dominant color and stars. So, you know, it's fine, right? This one is a South American country. I can't remember if it's Ecuador or Bolivia. I think it's one of those. Nothing special, right? I don't think so. I've seen worse, but it's really not that. I don't like it. It's just below Austria again. Okay, this next flag here, I think is a country from Indochina again. I don't remember what country it is, and I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure. You know? I actually like this. It looks pretty good. It actually is like a low B. Probably even better than that one. Like that. It looks good. I like the white in the middle, and it's kind of going away from the normal. It's kind of going it's going against the stream in the sense that it has a little bit of a different like it has a little bit of a different size on the different stripes, which I appreciate. So that's all it comes. That's all it comes down to. I just like the flag, to be honest. Next one here, I think is like Puerto Rico or some country nearby at least. I don't remember exactly which one it is, but this one actually looks pretty good. I like this. It actually looks pretty similar to the one we just ranked, but it does look better. I think I'll actually put this just behind China. It looks good. I like it. The blue and white stripe really works, and to change it up they put the red with the star there. But it's not like special. It's nothing that you're gonna look twice on in that sense, but it's still it's like a solid flag, right? It's like absolutely in the middle, what I would accept as like a good flag, if that makes sense. So I think that's justified as a B tier flag. Just gonna move a little bit down here as this expands. Going on further, this is a flag I've never seen before. I have no idea what this is. It does look it looks pretty good. It just confuses me because I don't think I've seen this at all, ever. Well, yeah. I like the stars, but it seems like they're kind of almost disappearing here. And it's kind of weird how the entire thing is kind of centered towards the bottom. I don't know. It looks a little bit weird because of that. So it looks weird. Like it's pretty good, but I can't even. It's like a very low B tier. I just don't really like that. But it's still a pretty. It's unique, right? And I do like the color scheme and the stars. But yeah, I think that's appropriate. And the next one here, Cyprus's flag, which is easy to know because the flag is just like the country. Look on a map, it looks exactly the same. And I like that. That's unique right there. That is, no other country does that. And I actually really like it. It looks good. The orange there as well, with his little green kind of leaf. I don't remember, not leaf, but it looks like what the Roman. It looks like what Julius Caesar would have on his head, right, during a Colosseum battle. So it looks cool. Like, I like this, and the country's form is just nice to look at. Like, it looks good. Yeah, this is an A tier actually. I think it's even better than Canada's actually. There's a lot of actuallys here, but that's just because it's actually good. I actually think this one should be even below here. It's good, but it's not. I don't think it's as good as Ireland's and Canada's flag. I think this is good. Ireland is slightly better, I would say. It's that there. That's perfect. Really like that. That's an A tier flag. Still a no S tier, but I'm sure we'll get to one. Czechia, the Czech Republic. That's an interesting one. Well, not really. It's an interesting one because it's so bland. Nah, it's fine. Well, no, it's not really fine. It's kind of here. That's what I'll give it, to be honest. It doesn't look that good at all. It looks fine. It's like, yeah, it's probably, nah, it's fine. It looks, there's nothing creative about this, right? But it still has that, it still does look a little bit different, and the colors go together pretty well. Like, that's, those shades of colors, I like that kind of blue as well. It actually works. It actually kind of works. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, so moving on here, we got Germany. And Germany is a flag that is pretty bland. I mean, there's only 3 stripes. The regular 3 stripe, the regular, my, the regular 3 stripe cliche. But it's okay still. Like, I can't see anything wrong with it. It's not ugly at all. I mean, it's the Belgium flag. It's basically just the Belgium flag, but like slightly worse. Actually, I would put it like there, because it's kind of, Belgium at least has like the 90 degrees flip, which does look a little bit better. It's still a pretty bland thing, but I don't know, the colors at least look bigger, if that makes sense. Like, they look more balanced than when they are going on the 3 stripes on the side, at least in my opinion. So that's why I'll put it below. And also, I do like the yellow in the middle. I think it's a better balancing color than red. So yeah, that's my reasoning there. I've never seen this flag before either, actually. It's alright. I do appreciate the red star here, and I really like this shade of green actually, but it doesn't really work with a star, even if the star does create some creativity. It's the Czech Republic's flag, but more interesting, basically. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's like a low B. Yeah, I think that's good. It's nothing special. It's a little bit less than what I would appreciate, so that's why it's still a B. But you know, it's alright. You know, it looks fine. It looks better than the C tier maps, at least not maps, flags, and especially because it is a little bit more creative. Yeah. Okay, so moving on here. Yeah, so we got the Danish flag, dude. Now, the Danish flag, where would I put that? The Danish flag is kind of a lame version of the Norwegian flag. It's just the same flag, but it is missing the blue. But I've always kind of liked the Nordic crosses, so I'll still. It's fine, right? But it's kind of lame at the same time. It's an inverted England flag, which is, yeah, I can't. Yeah, actually, it looks slightly better than the Belgian flag. I'll put it here actually. No, it looks clean. That's, even if it's really basic. Actually, I'll put it up here with Armenia. It looks, I don't know, it does look clean. This shade of red actually looks a lot better than many of the other reds used in flags. So it actually kind of works for me. Yeah. Next flag here, we got, yeah, I'm not sure, I don't think I've seen this flag. It's a really cool flag. Is that it's some kind of bird with the green stars? I really like this flag, what the hell? This is such a good flag. This is an A tier instantly, but where on the A tier? I think it's better than that one. Yeah, I do really appreciate the bird there. Actually, I think it might be that good. It's really good. It's one of the best flags we've seen so far. This shade of green, along with like this, I don't know, yellow, black, and white. It's kind of the same thing here. It really works for me. I don't know. It looks good, and I like the bird is also kind of cool. It's a very unique flag as well. This is a really good flag. I need to find out what country this is after the video. Yeah, that's it. That's a good flag. Moving on. I've definitely seen this flag, but I cannot remember what country it was. I can't remember, but yeah. I actually like this. This is kind of like a Nordic flag. but well, not a Nordic flag, but it's a cross flag. But they have. I do like that. This is kind of, there's blue here and red, so it's not just the same color in the background. And the stripes are also bigger than normal, and there's a symbol in there which actually really adds to it. If it makes it look more complete. I think it's better than Denmark, actually, because it's also utilizing the same red as Denmark has. So I actually really like that. I think this is pretty good. This is a good flag. I think this is deserving, actually, all the way, even up here, dude. I really like this flag. Yeah, that's a good flag. Actually, I think it's the best B tier flag. This is a solid flag. Like, I almost want to put it in the A, but I feel like I can't because it's lacking that extra thing that makes me really like it, but it's still really good. It's a solid flag. All right, so here next up, I think it's Algeria. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's Algeria. And the green and white actually looks pretty good, I would say, but it's kind of boring. It's put on the middle here, and again using the Islamic symbol. Again, nothing wrong with the Islamic symbol, but it's just very overused, you know? It's a very... It is in a lot of flags and other things, so I'm just kind of tired of seeing it everywhere. It's the same thing with the Christian cross, you know? Yeah, but regardless of that, so it's not very creative is my point here. But it's still fine. I mean, it doesn't look ugly at all. But also, again, the red with the green, it just doesn't really work, man. But it's still interesting enough to be, I guess, better than some of these flags. I actually think it's definitely a C flag. I think it's just below Belgium. I just like this one a little bit more when it comes to the color scheme, especially. Yeah, I'll just have to say that. Oh, this is interesting. This is another South American flag. This might be... I don't know what country. It might be Ecuador or Bolivia or something. I don't remember. Yeah, but this is basically just a better version of this one. Yeah, it just has an interesting symbol on it that I actually really like. It's definitely at least a B. I'll put it here, right? I really like the symbol, but it looks weird. I don't like the background here. That's why I put this one so low. I don't really like how the yellow is so much bigger than everything else. And how kind of... Yeah, it just looks a little bit weird. The color scheme doesn't really work for me either, but the symbol is really cool, so I'll have to put it there. I think that's fine. Now, the Estonian flag. This is probably the best, like, normal striped, like the 3 stripes sideways flag out there. It's really goddamn good. I think it's at least A tier. The thing is, the blue, black, and white there is just kind of perfect. I really like black as the color in between there. I can't even really explain why, it just looks so good to me. Like, I'll put it even above Cyprus. I don't know, it's an A tier flag. It's really good. Yeah, I don't know, Estonia's flag has always looked really good to me. But it's not as good as Ireland. I think Ireland still has a superior color scheme, right? But it's good. Next one up is Egypt. I'm 99% sure. It's a pretty normal 3-colored flag with the red, white, and black, which would usually be boring, but they do have the symbol here, like a yellow. I can't see what it is exactly, but it looks all right. But I don't think it's a B tier. It's too. I don't really like how it looks, like just the colors. But I had to give it points for creativity, so I'll put it right over the German one. It looks kind of similar. It's basically the old German map, but now flag I mean. But with an interesting symbol there, so you know what? I'll put it like that. Still no S tier. Which country is going to get the S tier? And only 2 D tiers. I mean, that's pretty impressive, right? I mean, let's just carry on and we'll see what we get. This one is pretty lame. This is... I feel like this is very similar. Yeah, it's very similar to this one. But... again, the Islamic symbol does make it look better than if it hadn't been there, so I will say that. But I just don't really like the color scheme here, the green with the red. Yeah, it just doesn't really work for me. I'll have to put it like... I'll probably put it like here. It's slightly better than this one, because I actually think the symbol here actually works. But it's... Actually, it might... It's alright. It's... Yeah. It's a C tier flag. Let's say it like that. What in tarnation? I have never seen this flag before in my life, and it is actually good. What the hell? I like this flag. Blue and green and red. That looks so good. What the hell? And the yellow there? Wait, actually, when looking, it's not that good. I think it's partly because I'm seeing it for the first time, which is making it more exciting for me because it feels very fresh and new. But yeah, it's really good actually. What the it's right below this one. I like this one a little bit better because this one is it's a little bit more bland, but the symbol here adds a lot. It actually really balances it out. It would be very boring without it, and it isn't too overcomplicated, so you can easily... But it's still not exactly... I can't really explain just by looking on it like exactly what it is. So I really like that one. That's good. It's a good flag. Another flag where I need to find out what country it is. Oh, we're going over to Spain. Alright, Spain. This is... It's decent. I mean, the definitely best part of this is, of course, the symbol here. Our highest ranked flag right now is still Andorra, and I actually think this symbol is better than this one, just looks nicer. But the symbol here is still pushing it. I really like the symbol, but the rest of it is kind of bland. There's a lot of flags that kind of look like that, so I'll put it like... But I think it's a B tier at least. I think it's right. I think it's right below Denmark. It's fine. I do like the flag in some way. I need to move down this one. I just realized actually I don't think it looks as good as the other ones here. I'll put it all the way down here actually. But yeah. Except for that, Spain is pretty good. Yeah, it's fine. I think that's a fine area to put it in. I just don't really like that yellow with the red. But the symbol looks pretty good. What was that word I just pronounced? Pretty good is what I meant to say. Regardless, moving over to, I'm pretty sure this is the Ethiopian flag. Yeah. It looks like very basic, the 3 stripes here, with a kind of ugly color scheme, but the star here really adds a lot. Yeah, is that the David star? Is that what it's called? Yeah, it doesn't matter. It looks good. It does look good. That blue with the yellow, I kind of like it. But it's still very bland except for that part. So I can't really give it too much credit here. I'll put it here, right below Germany, because I do like this color scheme a little bit better. Like a lot better actually. This is kind of... I don't really like the colors. That's all it comes down to. Except for the symbol. Yeah. Finland. Yeah, I always had a bias towards the Nordic crosses, and I really like the. I know this is also kind of simple, but I think it looks better than the Denmark flag, because Denmark flag is kind of the bootleg Norwegian one, while Finland has it looks very different because the background is entirely different. It's not red, right? It's white, which and the blue in the middle. It actually looks. It's very simple, right? But it's very effective. It's like right below China for me. Yeah, I think that works good. Yeah, looks fine to me. This is, yeah, I'm guessing this is one of the islands that the Britain conquered at some point or colonized, and it's kind of, yeah. So once again, I don't like when you have another flag inside the flag because it's kind of lame. You're copying the flag. And I don't think it looks very good apart from that. I mean, there's just a single color, except for this one symbol here, which actually looks interesting enough. But yeah, it just looks weird, and it doesn't really work together as well. Like, at least with Australia, it's the same blue here. It kind of works. But this one is just a totally different color and a different symbol. That looks alright, but it just doesn't work with the Union Jack. Yeah, but it's still interesting enough to look at, to the point where I wouldn't put it in C. I kind of conflicted on this. I think it's like a low B, right? Something like that. Okay, I don't think I've seen this one either. This next one here. This is light blue with 4 stars. Really basic. It looks alright. That's all I can say about that. It looks fine, I guess. But yeah. This is it's very bland. I mean, it doesn't even look similar to other ones. It's just very simple. I just don't like. There's nothing interesting about this. There's no color here I particularly like. There's no particular color I really like here either. So yeah, it's just a C. It's a low C. There's nothing interesting about this. I'm never gonna think, oh, that's that flag, right? There's nothing remarkable about it at all, even remotely. Yeah. Next one we got up here is France. France has a pretty basic one. It's not very interesting to look at. I think it's like the Belgian one, but I don't like the colors as much. Also because blue, red, and white is more overused than this color scheme. So, but it still looks alright. Like, I do still kind of like it. I think it's better than Czech Republic. It's the same colors, but I just like it better when it looks like this. Yeah, I think it's actually slightly better than Germany's. I'll put it in between Egypt and Germany here. I think that's where it works. Where it works the best. Yeah. Next one here, I never seen. I don't know what country this is. It looks fine. Nothing really interesting about it. And the colors are kind of weird together. I don't know. It's like slightly better than these. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. Oh, another big one. The Union Jack. I've been talking a lot because, you know, these two flags copied it, or didn't copy it, but stole it. But yeah, whatever. Here we have the actual Union Jack, the national flag of the United Kingdoms. So we got England's flag, Scotland's flag, and the Northern Ireland kinda unofficial flag, I think is what it is. They should have put a dragon in there for Wales, but you know, so it's not an S tier just because they didn't put Wales in there. Yeah, it looks good. I need to say this, it looks good. I mean, it's a pretty good map. Not a map. I always say map. I don't know why. But I don't think it's an A tier. I don't think it's an A tier. I'll put it just right below this one. That's what I'll say about that. Yeah. Alright, so moving on here, we're going to yet another country where I have never seen the flag before. I don't know what country this is, but it's looking good. This is very interesting. So there's like an outline here of red with some stars at the bottom and at the bottom at the top is what I meant to say. And then an interesting shade here, like kind of like a time glass with a star in the middle, and this random symbol. Huh, I actually kind of like this. I think this is it's a high quality B one. It's like there. I like that. That's pretty good. But again, well, I think the problem only here is I don't like the color scheme again. The green with the red, it doesn't really work for me in that way. But you know, it's pretty good. I do like it. Alright, so moving on, we see Georgia's flag. I'm pretty sure this is Georgia's flag. I actually like this. This is England's flag, but it's better, you know? With these kind of crosses here. Actually makes it look kind of unique that they have these extra crosses. Actually, it looks clean. It's pretty simple, but it looks clean. It looks good, right? It looks good. I actually kind of really like this. This is like just above Finland, right? I really like that. The next one is kind of bland. It's a black star with the same color scheme as many of these others. Pretty bad, I would say, actually. Nothing special about this, but it's not ugly, right? It's just very unnecessary. Can I say it like that? Stop copying each other's flags. Can we have some more variety, dude? Bruh. I didn't realize there were so many red, yellow, green like flags. It just doesn't look good. This one is interesting. This is really good. I really like this shade of green. Actually works so well. What the hell? This is good. I don't know what country this is either, actually, but that's a good flag. That's a solid B tier. That looks clean, dude. That's like right below Finland. Yeah, I can't even explain why. It's just so smooth, and I like the white stripes here as like a transition or contrast or whatever it is. I don't care what it is. It looks good. Okay, this is like Romania's flag, but screwed up. It looks like a worse version of Romania's flag. Again, this color scheme is so overused, and it's just, yeah, I don't really like it. It's kind of, yeah, it's just a worse version of this one. Even more bland, actually. I'll put it like, yeah, it's below the Swiss flag. Something like that. Now this one is more interesting. It actually looks a little bit different. It's kind of like this flag, but yeah. The symbol here is interesting. I like the tree on that one, and I like the blue here. Actually, it looks pretty good, but I don't think it's B because I don't like. Again, I don't really like the red with. I don't know. The red does. I'm just not a fan of red. Like in this situation, this kind of red just doesn't work with many colors, in my opinion. And so many flags use them, and it just doesn't work for me. But it's still pretty good. It's like, yeah, it's like up here. It's a almost B, right? Greece. I kind of like this one. It's like an inverted Finland in the top here with some stripes. It's nothing advanced, but it looks pretty good. It's like a low B. I don't have very much to say on it, but it's actually, why is this so high? This doesn't know. This should be down here. It's a copycat, and it just doesn't work. I don't know what I was thinking. That was weird. Okay, yeah. Greece, it's nothing interesting, but well, it is kind of interesting, but it looks kind of smooth, but it's not very creative. I'll put it here. I do like it in some ways. I do like the blue and white, I think the reason I'm putting it this like below, I'm not a fan of the stripes in that way. I don't know, it just doesn't add much to the flag, in my opinion. I can't really explain it any better than that. It just doesn't really work. This is... I'm not entirely sure what flag this is, but that's fine. It looks good. I mean, the symbol there definitely adds to it, but I'm not... Yeah, it looks good, but the blue here, I'm just not that much of a fan. I know it kind of looks like this Argentinian kind of thing. Actually, I think it's better than the Argentinian flag when I think about it. I think the Argentinian flag needs to move down a little bit. It doesn't look all that great when thinking about some of these other ones. I think I'll move it all the way down here. This one takes that spot. Yeah, and also I want to just... I think doing this actually fixes the order here. I think this is a lot more... This works better. I think these these 5 flags actually deserve better than these. Yeah, but that works fine. That looks good. I think it's alright. It looks fine. It's not a lot to say, but the symbol does work for me. Alright, now we gotta scroll down. We're making this list huge. And I still haven't put an S tier, you know? Is it even coming? You won't know until you watch the video. Alright, so we got an overused color scheme. What is a prize? With a black star. I don't really like this. It doesn't look anything interesting. It's the same shit as this one. A little bit worse because the star isn't centralized at all. That's my opinion on it. This one is interesting. I don't know what nation this is either, but that is an interesting one. I really like... Oh, it's very simple but so effective. What the hell? This looks really good. This is like... Actually, the Union Jack... Yeah, it's fine. This is a good flag. That's a high B tier. Yeah, that looks good. I can't even... It's so smooth. I like the arrow here. Kind of looks like a mouse. And the green... Yeah, this is good. I don't even want to explain. Words can't explain exactly how I feel about this. It's not like the best in the world, that's why it's B. It's like, it's a strong B. But that's a solid flag. This one is not very interesting, but it does look alright. I'm not really a fan of just the blue and white kind of flags. I'll put it here. It looks alright enough, but it's not very interesting. Actually, probably I'll put it down here actually. Forget that, yeah. Croatia. This is interesting because it's basically the Netherlands with a symbol, and the symbol does definitely help it a lot. I think it does look better. I don't know. I like the symbol straight up, and yeah, it's fine. It's pretty good. I think it's a solid B. It's a solid B. It's good. Like I kind of like it. Liechtenstein. Huh. It's very rare to see a blue and red like this without any color in between. So I kind of like it, even if it looks a little bit weird. But the symbol is... It doesn't work with a rectangle in that way. It just looks weird. The symbol actually takes... I don't know. It doesn't look very... It's kind of weird. I don't... It's like C. It's not very good. It's in the middle of C. It's pretty bad. Alright, this is... Again, I don't remember. I think this is Hungary. Yeah, I think that's Bulgaria and this is Hungary. I think actually Hungary's looks like slightly better, but it's basically the same, so I don't care enough. Okay, this is Now, what I never remember, if this is Poland or Indonesia. I think this is Poland. I'm gonna guess here. I think it's Poland. And I'm just gonna tell you, that's a D tier. It's such an uninspired thing. It's just two colors, red and white, and it doesn't even look good. It's just kind of lame, and it looks too similar to other flags, such as Indonesia and Monaco, I think it is. It's lame. I just don't like it. It looks pretty bad. It's D. But it's not as bad as these ones. This is kind of more disgusting in a way. Yeah. Now, I think this is... I'm pretty sure this is... What is it called? The Golden Coast of Africa or something? Not the Golden Coast, or is it? I don't remember. It's one of those that kind of weird. It looks a lot like Ireland's flag, but the white is bigger, which I don't really like. I don't like the white being that big. I actually think it takes away from it, but it still has the same color scheme, so I still like it, right? It's still pretty good, but it's... I think this is just a very solid, but once you do this, it goes all the way down to B. Something like that. Israel. I've always liked this one. I really like the Israeli flag. The star, simple and effective. Blue and white, not very... It's kind of simplistic, but it still works. I do like this. I think it's right below Finland here. I think that would be appropriate. No. Below Croatia, but it's still good. I really like the flag. India. I've always liked India's flag. It's like a 90 degrees switch of Ireland with a symbol, but I don't like when it's side stripes as much. But the symbol is really solid. The blue symbol there actually adds a lot to it. So actually makes it probably an A. It's probably actually, I really like how it looks. I think I might reduce this one to a B. Like that, and do something funky like this. Yeah, I think those are more appropriate for A. I really like those. This looks better. Yeah, I'm gonna do that to him. India's flag is good. I do like it. Wait, no, this is Egypt. I just assumed the other one was Egypt. Wait, no, actually, now I'm confused. Is it? At this point, I don't know. I don't know. They look very similar. I do like green slightly better than yellow, so I'll just put it like that. It's the same shit, man. I think this is Iran. I'm pretty sure it's Iran. It looks fine. It's kind of like Bulgaria's. No, Hungary. Wait, no. Yeah, it's just another version of this, but with a symbol, and it looks slightly better, I would say. Something like that. Yeah, I don't know. It's not very special. Iceland. I do like the Nordic crosses. I actually think it's slightly better than Finland, because I think it balances out better with this. I do like the blue as a color, as a background color even more, I think. Which is why I'm gonna put it... no. Finland looks more like kinda, smooth. It looks nice. I think this is better for Iceland. Yeah. But it looks good. I do like this way. It's kind of an inverted Norway, I think it is. I like it. Iceland's flag is good. It's a good Nordic flag. And second up, we got Italy, which is an interesting one. Nah, not really. It's kind of lame. It looks like just because I like green better than blue, that's the difference. I don't care enough for anything else. It's nothing interesting, but it's alright enough, I guess. Jamaica actually looks pretty good. I do like Jamaica's flag. I think it's pretty quick decision for me. It's like that. It looks a lot like Scotland's flag, and I do like the green and the yellow and the black. It kind of works, but at the same time, I don't know. It kind of lacks something for me to put it even higher. It doesn't look that nice. I can't even explain it. It's just an instant B for me, right? Like in the middle here. I like it though. It's a solid flag, right? This is just another one of these. I'm very tired of these kind of flags. I'll put it right below this one because it doesn't have the Islamic symbol here. Yeah, it does have a star here and a slightly larger triangle, but come on, dude, that doesn't make a difference. Actually, the green actually looks slightly better. I don't know if it's the quality of the picture or what, but maybe I should actually put it like that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, Japan. D tier. It is so bad. I'll put Bangladesh below just because it's so ugly. But like, except for that, this is just, someone went into paint, clicked on the paint like brush tool, and just clicked once. That's the flag. It's so simple, it's so lazy, it's nothing interesting, it's kind of ugly. D tier. This one, I don't remember. There are a lot of countries that look kind of like this in Africa that has this kind of flag. So I think it's one of the either Central or North African countries. I don't remember which one. Yeah, it's good. I do like it. The symbol and the color scheme kind of works. I think it's pretty solid. I'll put it here. It looks good. Yeah. But there's nothing. It isn't that interesting to look at. Like, the color scheme is okay, but it's not something that makes me want to look at it a lot. You know? I don't know. And the red is kind of ugly, if I can say that. The thing is, the symbol really makes the flag here, and I do like the white transition kind of. So that's why it's a B. It's a solid flag. I do like the flag. Oh, this is a flag I don't think I've seen before. That's really cool. This is very simplistic, but actually kind of cool. I do like. It's kind of like a football with. I don't know. This is cool. I like this. This is actually probably up here. Solid B. It's nothing special really, and it's kinda, but it's creative, right? That's why I'll give it points. And it looks smooth, but it's nothing interesting. I'm not gonna give it higher than a B, but it's fine, right? I like it. I think this is Cambodia's flag, if I'm not mistaken. And I do like the palace actually, except for that it's very bland. But the palace kind of looks, it's just white. It's not that interesting. I'll put it at the low B. It's better than the C in terms of creativeness, and I do kind of like the blue and the red a little bit. But yeah, it's not that good. Low B. Oh, this one I really like. I don't remember which country this is, but this is good. It's very detailed. I like the sun, the bird, the water here. It really works, man. Ah, that is a good flag. I think that might be an A. I really like that. That's an A tier flag. I think it's better than the leaf. Yeah. Looks good, man. What can I say? I really like it. Yeah. Moving on. This one. The Islamic moon here again with some more stars than usual. That's interesting. I do like the green. But it's kind of a typical stripe country flag. Kind of lame in that sense. I don't really like the colors in that way. I'll put it low B because it is a little bit more interesting than these ones, but nothing very interesting. This is kind of the same story, in a different way. It looks a lot like... It does look a lot like some of these other ones. I'm trying to find the one I was thinking about. It looks a lot like, yeah, some other kind of... you know, this diagonal line with a green, black, and red and yellow kind of color scheme. It's kind of overused. The star does make it interesting enough, but it's not that good. It's kind of... I'll put it here. It's alright. Nah, it's C. I don't want to really look at it again, if that makes sense. And then we have North Korea. Okay, so why am I putting North Korea in S tier? The reason is that I do not want to be captured. I am very afraid that they're going to find me. Kim Jong-un, I'm not trying to silence you. Please don't hurt my family. Yeah, please don't do that. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I love the flag. Yeah, sure. Yeah. That's a good S. It's a good S, dude. South Korea, or also called bootleg Korea. It's not all. It's fine, right? It's fine. It's a B flag. It's there, I would say. This is fine. It works. It does its job. I do like it's kind of the yin yang, but a little bit worse with the blue and the red. Yeah, it's not. It is creative though. I do like it. It looks fine, but I don't know. It just doesn't work for me. The color scheme here, but it's fine. Oh yeah, Kosovo. They also have their country right here, with a lot of stars. It's not as good as Cyprus though. This just works better, but it's still pretty good. I actually do like this. Actually, kind of like when they just have the geographical representation of the country. It actually works. Right below Albania, I'll actually say. Oh, that's some interesting one. They switching it up. So this one is not just a... I like this. Making these a trapeze? Is that what it's called? I don't remember. It's not just a triangle. It looks a lot better. That actually changed makes it so much better than some of these other ones. It's so simple, but it's a B, man. It's just a B. It's good. I like that. I mean, it's not very good because it's very similar in color scheme and it's not very interesting. It doesn't really work well. All the same things I complain about already, but this one black change here, not being a triangle, actually helps it so much. Yeah, I like that. Kazakhstan has an interesting flag. Light blue, but I like the symbol, the sun and the kind of yellow thing going on. It's a solid B, man. It's like somewhere around here. I do like it. It's fine. Yeah, this kind of yellow and blue just works well, and yeah, but it's not that interesting. Like, I wouldn't look at this a lot of times, which is why it's a B. But it's like it's a solid B, right? I think this is Laos. Laos. I think that's what it is. Low B. Oh fuck. Low B. Nothing very interesting about this, but I kind of like the red and the blue, and the white weirdly kind of works for me. I don't know. White, no, nah, it's not that good. It's C. Around here. It looks okay, but it's nothing interesting. Yeah, it's a bland flag. This one I've seen a lot of times, but I can't remember the name. I don't think it's Armenia. I don't remember which country this is, but oh, maybe this is what's the country north of Lebanon? I don't remember. Whatever. I do like it. It's kind of the Austrian flag, but it has a green tree, which makes it a lot better, actually. But it's not that good. I mean, it's a B, man. It's a B. It's slightly better than the palace. I like the green tree better than the white palace here, which is basically my judgment there. It works. It works fine. I've also seen this one a lot, but I can't remember what country this is. Looks kind of cool. I do like it as an arrow. I do like that it looks like kind of like a triangle here. It really kind of works for me. Yeah, it actually looks fine, but it's not very interesting. It's too little, and it's just a triangle. I mean, it's a plastic, it does its job, so it's a solid B, but it's nothing more than that. Oh shit, wait, is this Liechtenstein? Wait, okay, now I'm confused, I don't know. This is like basically the same, but the crown, which looks better than this one. So I'll put it like here because it actually looks better, but nothing very interesting about this. Kind of the same problem as this one. I don't remember. One of these is Liechtenstein. I didn't know there was someone that looked close, but yeah, whatever. Sri Lanka has a very good, it's like a yellow outline. I also really like the dragon, or I don't think it's a dragon, it's more of a, like a sphinx. A dragon thing, I don't know what it is. It looks cool. I like the colors here. This is a good flag. This is an A-tier flag. The first A-tier flag in a while. Yeah, it's slightly better than the leaf. I put the leaf actually down. The leaf it's still A, but Canada doesn't have what all these others have in terms of color, I feel like. But this is good. I really like the Sri Lankan actually thing here. That's good. This is bootleg USA. So right, I've seen better, I've seen worse. Yeah, it's bland. Let's put it like that. This one is cool. I like the green, I like the blue, and I like the bell here. Or I think it's a bell. I like the symbol. It's B. It's nothing very interesting, but it actually does look pretty good. I'll put it there. This one is actually going down. This doesn't look that interesting. I think this next one is Lithuania. I'm pretty sure. Kind of the same problem, same color scheme, kind of boring, but it's lightly darker, so I kind of like it a little bit better than some of these. It's kind of boring, kind of ugly, you know, I don't really like it that much. I think this is the Netherlands. Kind of bland, kind of boring. Blue, white, red, classic stripes. I don't really like it all that much. Down here, I'd say Latvia. So it's the Austrian flag, but the white is slightly bigger, and I like the red better. So I think Latvia's flag is better than that. I actually think it's a low B. That red is so unusual, but I think it looks so much better. So I'll put it here. It looks kind of clean, but it's too simplistic and kind of lame, you know. So it can't be any bigger than that. Another kind of generic flag that looks kind of like these. I don't know. It's not very interesting. Nothing really to say. It looks a little bit better, I guess. It looks fine. Nothing very interesting. I mean, the white does look better than if it was red because it stands out from the black a little bit more. I think this is Morocco's flag. It looks fine. I think low B instantly because I like the symbol. But no, actually the green and the red doesn't work. I'll put it down here. Right there. It's fine. I do like the star, but it's kind of boring, and I don't like the green and the red on here. I'm guessing this is like Monaco's flag or something, because this is just as bad. It's the same goddamn flag. It's just slightly shorter, I think, is the difference or something. Not gonna say anything more than that. Yeah, it's a D. Now this one is so close to this one. What the this is... I don't like this one as much because it doesn't look as cool. I don't like the blue and the red as much, but it still looks good. I'll put it like here. I'm kind of confused as to which one is Andorra now. I'm feeling kind of weird. Oh, perhaps I talked about Andorra all the time and it wasn't even the right country. One of them is an... I mean, regardless, it's a good flag, right? It's a very good flag. I really like them both. Yeah. But nothing... I mean, none of these other ones are kind of, you know... We got no S-tier countries except for the obvious one. So, yeah, let's continue here. Montenegro. It's basically a better version of Albania. More detail, better colors, more interesting. Can I say it like that? I'll put it... not that good. I'll put it like here. I do like this. It looks pretty good. I do like the different colors. I like the symbol like inside the eagles or what it is. It works. It just straight up works. It looks pretty good, but it's not that interesting than many of these other ones, and I don't like this kind of red. So that's all it comes down to, really. Yeah. So next one. I don't know which country this is. This is kind of an interesting, kind of bland. I'll put it in the middle here, I guess. Now here is a good flag, dude. I don't remember. Is this Marshall Islands? I think it might be that country. This is a good flag. This is a possible S-tier flag. Ooh. I'm gonna call it. It's an S-tier flag. This is such a good flag. It's kind of simplistic. It's not too much on it, but I really like this blue mixed in with the orange and the white. It just works. And I love this white kind of star or sun or whatever it is, this light. It works so well. And this diagonal kind of expanding line, it looks so good. This is an S-tier flag. This is so good. This is really good, man. North Macedonia. I've always liked this flag. It's kind of like, I'm not going to put it here, I'm just putting it down so you can see. I kind of like how it does have this, the sun kind of thing, or light or whatever it is, that is kind of spreading. Instead of just having like, you know, a ball or a circle, they kind of have lines coming out. It looks pretty good. It looks fine. It's a B tier. It's a solid flag, but it's not that interesting. This is another just bootleg Romania map. Same color scheme. I don't really like it. It's basically identical to this one. Yeah, I don't like it. This one... What is everything remind me of Liechtenstein? Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, a lot of red, blue, and this symbol kind of saves it. I'll put it at a high C, but it's not that interesting. Could be a lot better. I'll actually put it there because I don't even know what this is. I don't like this kind of red dominating the entire thing. I don't know. It's alright. Is this Mongolia's flag? I think it is. What saves this flag is the symbol. I really like this kind of... Oh, and it's the yin and yang with like this kind of... Yeah, it has to be Mongol, oh my god, Mongolia. Because this is the Mongol symbol, right? I think the Mongolian Empire had this kind of symbol. It looks cool, but it's kind of generic. It's like, it's a low C, right? It's interesting enough, but it's not... It's not good enough to justify being anything higher than a low B, in my opinion. This is very bland. This is just the Islamic symbol, like 90 degrees with a green background. Nothing interesting, but it doesn't look bad, right? It looks fine. It looks good. I do like the green with the yellow, so it actually it's like here. It's fine. This one is it's kind of boring. It's like the Polish flag with turn 90 degrees with like kind of a cross there going on. It's all right. It's bland, dude. I don't like it. It doesn't look anything interesting. Yeah, something like that. This one, it's like a pretty shitty version of Armenia's flag, I would say. I don't know what country this is either. There's been a lot of countries I don't know, and here I feel like I've got to read up on my South American and African countries. I don't know them. Yeah, it's kind of bland, but it looks fine enough, I guess. It's right below Germany, I would say. Colors kind of do work, but yeah, it's kind of bland, right? This is really bad. Oh my god, what the hell? This is bad. I don't know what country this is, but this is bad. Ugh. This might be a D, actually. This is really bad. This is really bad. Why is it bad? It's the red with the green. I've already said I don't like that. It's just like a box. It's just a green box, and with a half moon. I mean, the half moon is the best part of it, but it's still so bland. Oh my god. If the symbol wasn't there, then that would be the worst flag. But the symbol was just kind of overused because you see it everywhere, but it's alright. But yeah, that's a D tier, man. That's bad. That's a horrible map. No, not a map. Horrible flag, dude. This is kind of interesting. Is this... It's not... I can't remember which country this is. Is it one of the Sudans? I don't think so. I don't remember which country it is, but it does have the symbol right up here, but it's not very interesting. I don't like the red, green, black kind of deal going on. It's fine. It's C. It's nothing interesting. Yeah, let's just move on to Mexico, which has I really like the shade of green. Like, it looks really good. This shade of green is a banger, dude. And I like this symbol in the middle here. And I like that it's not sideways. I like that they're kind of standing up in this way. I'll put it like here, I would say. That works fine. That's good enough. This is also looks like the American flag, but I guess slightly better. The half moon here. I mean, it's alright, but it looks actually, yeah, it's a low B because it's not that interesting. It's just stripes here. But I kind of like the blue and the yellow that's going on the left here, so I'll put it at a low B. This one is interesting. This is interesting. This is a good B here. Actually, this is pretty good. I do like, I kind of like the communist thing going on here again. I've always been a fan, not of communism, but of the symbol. You know, the yellow star, the kind of, yeah, it just looks good. What can I say? And the color scheme here on the side is actually really good. The green here looks good. I think it's just a mismatch. I do like both of these kind of things separately, but it doesn't work together as a whole that well. This kind of red with the green. I like them separately, and it'd probably be an A tier if it was a little bit better. But yeah, it looks kind of weird, and it's kind of smad. If the golden star was bigger, maybe, because it looks like there's just two symbols like on top of each other. It looks very kind of weird in that way. Put it in B. It's a solid flag. This one is interesting. I like this. This is clean. Another B tier map. I'm saying map this much. Flag. Green, blue, and the whitish kind of transition contrast, and the sun. I like it. Simple but effective. I like diagonal things. It looks pretty good, but it's not interesting enough to put any higher than this. It looks fine, right? It looks pretty good. I like this. I've never seen this flag. This is a shitty version of India's flag. What the hell? This is just India's flag, but it has like a really bland symbol in here. This is pretty bad. This is like a low C. I don't like this. That orange circle just actually makes it worse. I don't like that. It's very bland. I think this is Nigeria's. Green and white actually looks decent, but it's so uncreative, and I just the white is too big for my personal taste. I'll put it right below Morocco. It's alright, I guess. This is basically Argentina flag. Actually slightly better. I like the green in this one. Nothing more to say than that. This is the actual Netherlands flag. I don't know why, because it has darker red than the previous ones. So, you know, it's fine. Nothing interesting. I'll put it here. That's all there is to it, dude. Alright. So, and yeah, then of course the objectively best country here. Nothing really to say about that. I mean, you know, Norway is a good country. What can I say? I mean, I don't care about how the flag looks because it doesn't matter. Because Norway is best at everything. So I don't care what anyone says. Yeah. So Nepal looks really good. I like that it's very unique. It's actually an A tier because it's so unique and kind of cool. Yeah, I like it. This one is interesting, but it doesn't really work because I don't like when the star is on the bottom of this one, but yeah, it kind of works with the color scheme. Doesn't really work as a whole. I'll put it at a low B. This is another just British colony. It's like a much worse version of Australia's one. In the middle here, I'd say nothing interesting to say about it. This looks a lot like many other countries, kind of bland. It has an interesting enough symbol at the top here, so I'll put it at a high C, but it's pretty bland. I like this one a lot more because it has red and blue and white and some stars. It looks alright, but it's not interesting enough to actually put it like in an A or anything. So it's a B, right? It works. This is Peru's flag. It's just a flipped Austria flag. Doesn't really work for me. It's slightly better than Austria's just because of the form. Yeah, it's kind of lame. I don't really like it that much. It works. Yeah, it's not ugly, right? I don't really like the red and black here again. The symbol is interesting enough though, so I'll put it up here, but there's nothing more to say than that. I feel like that's just all there is to it, right? Yeah, there's nothing really more to say about it than that. I feel like it's a diagonal, and it does have a butterfly kind of bird here with some stars. It's interesting enough, right? But it kind of looks weird. I don't like the color scheme. That's what it comes down to, you know. This flag is fine. It's Czech Republic, but a little better. I'll put it there. This one is just another. It looks alright. There's nothing to say about this, right? Dark green, white on the side, another Muslim kind of, another half moon thing. It's fine. This one, I think is Indonesia's flag. Looks kind of shitty. It's just as bad as these, let's be honest. Kind of better. I'll put it at a D still, but I do like this a little better. Portugal has a good flag. I really like Portugal's flag. This is really good. Portugal's flag is actually an A tier. Actually up here. I love I've always said I don't like the green and red kind of color thing, but here it actually works. I think it's because the symbol is there and the shade of green is so much darker as well as the red, so it actually works very well, and I like the symbol a lot. There's kind of like a globe of yellow going on with their kind of nation shield or whatever it's called. It looks good, man. This is just another D. Why do they keep making these flags paintbrush tool? No, yeah, it's just a paintbrush tool on a boring background. I don't like it. Slightly better version. It's a low B, right? It's fine. Netherlands flag with an interesting enough symbol there, right? Wait, this is Qatar's flag. What the hell? Okay, this is better. I do like this better. This is actually a C. Not a B, I mean. Because I like the kind of purple thing here better than the red, right? This is Romania's flag. Romania's flag is just below Belgium. It's kind of the same thing, but I think the black actually works better than the blue in this scenario. Yeah, there's nothing really more to say than that. I think it's because the black kind of... I don't know. I actually don't exactly know why. I think this looks more kind of circus, artificial looking. So I do like the black here. I don't know. It's more of a contrast, I guess. Serbia's flag is actually pretty good. I'll put it up here in B. It's solid. It's slightly better than the Albanian flag. I do like the symbol here, but it's red, blue, white, kind of generic striping, but it's fine enough, right? Russia's flag, kind of lame, kind of bland. Nothing interesting. Let's put it there. I do like the blue though. Let me put it at a couple of spots just because this shade of blue is really nice. This one is interesting enough. I'll put it at a B, low B, because I do like this shade of green and this sun, but I don't know. It just doesn't look good, right? It's something about how it's just 3 stripes again, and how it doesn't really. It doesn't look like anything. I just don't like it. It just doesn't work for me. I think something about it is that, I don't know, it's kind of supposed to look like the sky with a ground, but the ground doesn't look like ground at all. Yeah, it just doesn't work for me. I don't like it. Saudi Arabia's flag, actually interesting enough. I do like that it is green and it has a sword here. Actually looks kind of cool, and the symbols, you know, the Arabic language, I guess. It looks cool, but it's kind of lame. It's just in plain white over a green background. Not that interesting. This one, kind of bland. It's a diagonal stripe, yellow stripe, but I do like the shade of green. But this yellow is kind of overused, and I don't like how it looks in between the green and the blue. Even though the 5 stars is interesting enough, I'll put it a couple spots higher because of the stars in their formation. It's kind of interesting. Seychelles. I don't know how to pronounce this. Seychelles. Whatever it is, the Seychelles. It looks really good. This is an 8-year map. No, not map. I say map every time. This is like just below this one. Really like it. Looks cool. It's interesting because it doesn't follow any kind of structure. It just goes from the same point. Cool color scheme that just kind of works. It doesn't need to do anything more than this, and I think it's a banger. What can I say? It's a banger, dude. Alright, so back at it again. We got this one, a lame version of these flags. Nothing interesting. I don't know what country it is. Nothing really to say here. And then quite obviously Sweden is just going straight to D. Horrible country, horrible flag, horrible everything. You know, the polar opposite of the excellence of that, which is Norway. So yeah, let's put that at D. And this is a flag, not very interesting, but here kind of bland. Same symbols. It's just the Polish flag with Islamic symbol on the top here with a couple of stars. Not very good. I think this is is this Slovenia or Slovakia? Don't remember exactly. I do like the blue here. It's a little bit better than Russia's flag, but not that good. You know what? I'll actually put it at a B. It's fine. I like the symbol at the top here as well. It works, right? I've seen a lot worse in this video, so you know, that's fine. This is also Slovakia or Slovenia. I don't remember, or maybe this is actually the Czech Republic. I think it's Slovakia. I don't remember. Whatever. It's kind of the same thing in a way, but I do like the blue better on this one. So I should put it above just because of that. This one's kind of bland. I do like it better than most of them though, because it does have this nice shade of green and blue with a white in the between. I kind of like that. It works, but it's not very interesting at all, which is why it's this far down. Ooh, San Marino. Looks good, man. It's an A tier. I really like San Marino. This is a good flag. It's actually really interesting. Yeah, what can I say? San Marino's flag is... I really like the symbol and kind of the background, white and blue here. Kind of simple, but the symbol makes up for it all the way through, right? It's good. I really like it. This one, another lame one with the same color scheme as all of these other ones. It's insane that there are so many. I didn't realize. Yeah, going in with a bunch. Oh my... Are you kidding me? What is this flag? What is this flag? This is just... It's just this again, but even less functional. This is so boring. Oh my god, dude. It's a D. My god, that's a D. Slightly better than this shit, but oh my god. That is bad. This one is more interesting. I'll put it in the B tier, probably in the middle, because I actually really like the shade of green and the white as transition, so it doesn't go straight into the different red here. And the yellow star, it works fine enough. Yeah. Actually, it's below Mexico and these ones, but after that, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's fine. Nothing very interesting, but it does look nice enough, right? This one, not all that interesting. It does look a little bit better than the other ones with the same color scheme because it has a little bit different of shade, but not very interesting. Kind of the same thing going on with the black star, you know, green and red and yellow. Not all that interesting. This is a country I'm not very sure of either. It looks fine. A low B. Put up a couple spots, right? It looks fine enough, doesn't it? I'll actually put it like that. I like the blue. This is a good blue shade of blue, and I like the symbol, but not very interesting at all. It's a fine flag. It's a B flag, right? This might be Egypt again. There's so many flags that look like Egypt. I didn't realize. I'll put it in the same kind of thing. I think it's slightly worse than these ones. Kind of more lame with just 2 stars, but it looks very similar. Oh my! This is a cool flag. Oh, I like this. This is definitely an African nation, but that does, yeah. Oh, this is very detailed. Is this an A tier? Is this A tier? Actually, I just want to put this. I don't know what I was actually thinking here. I think this should be a lot lower. This is this A tier? It's just A tier. I really like the detail. Like it looks kind of like a yin yang kind of thing with like instead it's a coconut or something. This is a good. I like this. The only thing that takes away from it is kind of the color scheme. So that's the only problem. Except for that, that's fine. I really like that one. Wait, this might be Romania. Yeah, I'll just. What? It's not. There's no difference here. This is slightly darker. I don't care. It's the same thing. Another kind of bland flag with a star and green. Yeah, it does look a little bit better. Put it slightly above, but it's not very interesting. Same kind of stripes, same kind of star. Nothing interesting here. This might be Laos, or is it called Thailand? Don't remember. I do like it. Where did I put the other one? Bring me another one. Here, yeah. I think it's like slightly better. Like that, yeah. Next one. This is kind of lame. It's kind of like a lot of the other ones in this category. I'll put it somewhere, something like that. Yeah, it's fine. This one is also, I guess, interesting enough. It's not that interesting though, because, I mean, it's just a random red with, I like the arrow kind of thing, but it's still just a triangle with a kind of boring star that isn't even totally inside the frame. It's not that good. Here we have an interesting one. Actually, I like the shade of green. It's a low B, man. Looks fine. I do like this kind of symbol thing going on, but instead of that, it's very bland. Yeah, it's a low B, man. Tunisia actually looks pretty good. I'll put it at here. It's kind of it's a B. I like it because this is one of the, I really like the Islamic symbol, how it works here. It's very simplistic, but it really works. It's just a circle around. It looks nice, but of course nothing interesting or creative, which is why it's a B. But it's still good, right? It's all right. This is just, what is this? It's just inverted Swiss flag in the top corner here and just red. It's really boring, but it is better than the Swiss flag and some of these. Let's put it right below the bootleg India one. Turkey, really, really boring. It's just the Islamic symbol on red background. I think it's low, man. It's really low. Isn't this like Trinidad or Tobago, something like that? I do like the diagonal black here, but I don't like the red. It's kind of boring / lame. It's fine, doesn't look ugly. I'll put it in the mid-C, right? Stolen the British flag again. It's like this. It works. Yeah, it's even more lame actually because of the stars. This actually was kind of interesting. But again, the background color isn't even remotely the same as the Union Jack, so it just doesn't work at all. So that's why I'll do that. So yeah, that's all there is to it, really. This is like Hong Kong. Wait, no, this is not Hong Kong. This looks like, everything looks like Liechtenstein today. What can I say, dude? I don't know. It's kind of lame. I've seen worse, right? It's a mid-C, but it's nothing interesting or creative about that. This is better than the Trinidad or Tobago one because it does have more interesting colors that works better with each other. I think it's something like that, maybe. It's fine, right? It's fine. Ukrainian flag. Kinda boring. Kinda lame. But there's only 2 colors, but it looks fine. In the middle of the sea again. This one is interesting. This is a high B, dude. I like this. The kind of, oh, I really like this. This is black, yellow, and orange, along with like a chicken here or a rooster in the middle. This is cool. I like this. The only thing taken away from it is kind of color scheme does look a little bit weird. I don't know. I don't like the stripes as well. It's definitely not an A, but it's still good. I like this actually. You know, it works. Yeah, the colors work, the symbols work. Looks pretty detailed. Solid flag. Solid B. Solid B, dude. United States of America. Nah. The coolest part about this flag is that every star represents a state, but based on pure visually, it's kind of lame. I mean, I guess it's alright, but yeah, it's very bland. It's like in high C, right? It's not that interesting. I think this is Uruguay. I do really like the sun with the face here, but except for that, it's not very interesting at all. It's kind of like the Greece one. I don't like the blue as much though, so I'll put it like that. This one's kind of bland. Kind of interesting that it has a little slide of orange contrast in the middle here. But it's kind of a normal 3-striped thing. Got the Islamic symbol again. It's not that interesting to look at. It's an alright high C one, right? I think this is the Vatican State. I actually kind of like this. This is a good B tier at least. This is high up there on the B. It's a solid B. I really like the keys here, and yeah, it looks good. And the yellow with the white actually looks kind of nice. But it is too simple in the background and too inconsistent. It's kind of weird that it's only something on the right side here, which is why it isn't an A. But that's a solid B, dude. This is lame, straight up. But it's more interesting than some of these, so I'll put it at C, high C, something like that. Colombia or something, South America, I'm pretty sure. With stars though, so I guess it's kind of here, but not all that interesting. Bruh, there's so many lazy flags. This is even worse than Turkey, actually, I feel like. Just a yellow star in the middle here, it's kind of bad. This is good. Oh my, this is actually interesting. This flag is a solid B. I like this flag. Yeah, this is good, man. I really like the red and the green is a big contrast, but there's like a big enough of a difference with the yellow and black separating them, with an interesting symbol on the left, switching it up quite a bit, and it actually looks really nice. It's a solid B, but it isn't that interesting. It does have a very similar kind of deal like a lot of other flags, but it's fine. I like it. This is just another one of these kind of, it looks all the same to me. The red is slightly better, that's all there is to it. Another one that looked like Egypt, but missing a symbol entirely. Where is the Egypt flags? Here. It's just straight below, no symbol. Actually, no, because there's no symbol, it's kind of even more lame. It's down here. South Africa has an interesting enough flag. I do actually like the colors here. There's a lot of colors and contrasts, which actually put it above, even if it has a kind of a lame format. So it's a solid B. I like it, right? But it's not that interesting, right? It could be a lot more creative, and it could have some sort of symbol to make it more interesting. But the colors really work for me here. This one, actually, if the flag was only the thing on the right here, then I would put it almost an A probably. But the fact that it's dominated by a boring background and has kind of colors that doesn't really work with it, even if it has a cool eagle, it's interesting enough to actually put it in a low B, but it's so kind of ugly, right? This right side is really cool, but it's really ugly here, like in the total, so I need to put it at a B, right? And the last flag of them all is this one, which I don't know what country this is either. This has an interesting enough symbol on the left side, but yeah, it's just another striped one. It's not all that interesting. It's a low B. It works fine enough with the black in the middle, kind of getting darker as you go along, and the symbol there. It works fine enough, right? I've seen worse. And that actually sums it up. We are finished ranking 182 flags in the world, national flags. Yeah, this was probably just a huge waste of time, and if anyone watched this all the way through, then I kind of feel sorry for you, but I mean, it was interesting, wasn't it? But yeah, so these are, of course, objectively correct answers. These are the 3 S tier flags. These are bangers of flags as well, the A flags here. And then we have a lot of solid flags here as well. And then we kind of reach the shit point. I didn't realize there were so many boring flags that look so alike. Actually, I didn't know it was this bad. So yeah, the C and the D, not the C and the B got really filled up, but yeah, it worked. It was a good experiment. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching. Let me go to sleep.